It's the best case if you just picked a fight with the wrong person that you've witnessed. It wasn't a person, it was an insurance company. My son was given a car for his birthday. We bought it. It was a nice little car that had been wrecked and was repaired and had a salvage title. That meant that a previous insurance carrier had totaled it following the wreck, and it had been repaired and state certified to be safe. Anyway, he had been driving it for several months to school and to work after school. One day he was on his way to work and came to a stop sign. Stopped, ensured the traffic was clear and went to make a left turn. Older lady than him, he was 17, she was 36, had stopped at the opposite stop sign and gunned it, hitting my son's car in the back quarter panel and rear door on the passenger side. He called me and I went to the scene. The accident was on a state highway, inside city limits. I had the option to have the highway patrol called to work the accident, however I decided to just let the local police work it. I spoke with the lady and she was all apologetic and saying she'd take it off. Yeah, right. She took care of it all right. She whines and said that it wasn't her fault, that kid just stomped on the gas and caused the accident. They took her word for it. Even though you could tell from my son's damage that she caused the accident. So the next day, my son is home in bed sick. I've medicated him and he's sleeping. The phone rings, it's the insurance adjuster from her insurance. Absolutely demands to speak with my son. I tell him no, that my son is sick, has been medicated and it's sleeping, and that I won't wake him. Adjuster didn't like that and was insistent. Well, he woke Mama Bear. I told him that my son was 17, still a minor, and that he, the adjuster, would wait until I said that my son could talk with him. Then I hung up. Good days go by. Another phone call from someone else in that company. Says that my son was assigned 50% blame, no fault stayed here, because he turned into a 4-lane road and didn't stay in the closest lane. I laughed and asked what town did your adjuster go to? My town has 0 4-lane roads, only part of the highway with a center turn lane that ends 2 blocks before the intersection where the accident happened. They wouldn't budge, so I said fine whatever, just cut me a check. BTW, they wouldn't pay for a rental since my son wasn't 21, and wouldn't get one for me so I could let my son have my car, since I wasn't in the accident. We only had liability insurance on my son's car as it was so expensive, so they couldn't do anything.